And we are back on Open Line. If you are just tuning in, this is a great evening to tune in. We are talking with the expert in the legal field. We're talking with Mr. Kevin Kennedy from the Kennedy Law Firm. Knows more about the law than anybody that I've ever known. 35 years in the business.
You know, they used to say, Abraham Lincoln said, there's two kinds of lawyers. There's one that knows the law, and there's one that knows how to get around it. And I said, well, touche. I heard that.
There
You got to know the rules.
There you go. Absolutely. So once again, if you are just tuning in first time, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a question, if you have a comment, if you feel like something, if you've been wronged, this is a great way to ask that question, find out from the expert. We're going back to our lines right now. We are going to talk, we said, about self-incrimination, but right now we're going right back to the lines. Helen is on the phone with us. Helen, good evening, and do you have a question or a comment for Kevin? Can you hear us, Helen?
Yes.
All right. Well, you are on, and it is your turn for the question.
All right. I work at the airport, and we have a parking lot where we park, and then we get on a bus, and from there we go. It takes us to the airport to work.
All right.
Now, when I'm short, so when I go to get on the bus last Saturday, I had to pull myself up because he didn't let the steps down. I pulled myself up, and when I did, I hit my hand somehow, and it got on the side of on the door, and it cut the top of my hand all the way across. So of course I'm bleeding, and so I had to go from there and go to. I got on the bus because I had to get on over there, but it kept bleeding. So one of the women that were on there got something and put over the cut, and the bus driver never came look at it, say I'm sorry, anything. Anyway, I had to go to the doctor. I went to go to the emergency room because I had to get a tetanus shot. They had to they fixed it and everything, but then I had to wait, and I had to be out of work for several days. And I was wondering if I should file some charges against them or just let it go, or what?
Okay, well, you can make a claim. Usually those transportations have a high duty of care owed to you, and if that were a situation that their negligence was the proximate cause of your injuries, and you have injuries, and you could make a claim and negotiate. You know, the real world is, who is going to pay those medical bills? If your personal insurance paid for it, and you got a settlement from the owners of this bus transportation, your medical insurance wants subrogation. They want their bills paid back, but of course many times you can get enough money that would pay the subrogation, pay your bills, pay your lawyer, and then you come out with some money too. That's the way that it usually runs. And in those personal injuries, lawyers take them on a 1/3 basis. But what's happening now, if there is not enough medical bills, many lawyers wouldn't get involved because it's too much for too little a pay. But I would certainly tell you, if it happens to others, make documentation that it happened, take some photographs, get the bus driver's name. They usually have information who their insurance company is, and then you can make a claim on them.
Okay, good to know. Helen, thank you for that call and that question. All right, back to our lines right now. So Hiram is on the line with us. Hiram, good evening. Do you have a question or a comment for Kevin? Can you hear us, Hiram?
Can you hear us, Hiram? Can you hear us, Hiram? Can you hear us?
All right, I think we missed Hiram. Okay, we're going right back to the lines right now. Lewis is on the line with us. Lewis, do you have a question or a comment? Are you able to hear us, Lewis? Okay. Not going to hear us, Lewis. All right, well, I'll tell you what. We are going to try this line, and we are going to see if Lucy is with us. Lucy, are you there this evening?
I'm testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Come on,
are
Lucy.
there.
You are there. Hello, come in, Miss
Okay.
Lucy.
I was laughing at the last two calls. But anyway, a quick question,
Yes.
Mr. Kennedy. The young lady that called in earlier, I think her name was Coco or something, the college student.
Yes.
Right.
Would that not fall under the Fair Housing Act, because her roommate, I think she said she had an issue with, had a sexual relationship, from what I understand, with the director there of that dormitory.
Yeah.
And she's lost her scholarship.
Yes.
It's ruined her credit. It looks like a civil rights thing, too. I mean, I'm going to hang up and let you quickly comment. I just wanted
Yes.
to know. Thank you.
Thank you.
you.
And you're right on it. So many of the callers have so much knowledge to pursue. And so that's why she should talk to a lawyer. Remember the doctrine of laches. It kicks in. What does it say? Don't sit on your rights. That happened in 2013. So I would have encouraged her, if you have that problem, go immediately. There are laws that we can stand on, like this fair housing. And then that's federal law, state law, residential landlord and tenant would it fall, but then there's university policy, and so all of those, and in this situation she was not done fair. So anyone can evaluate that. And why do we have American judicial system? Just to be fair and honest with one another. Let the proof lay it out, and then if there is damage, she should be compensated.
All right. Okay, and we do appreciate that call, Lucy. Very astute observation that you made, so we're glad that you were watching this evening. We do need to take a break. We've got a lot of you on the line with us. Please hold on the line because we will get to as many calls after this break as possible. You're watching Open Line.